Hey everybody, it's me, Timeless Engines here with another 80th anniversary motorized review. And in my last two videos, we looked at these two Thomases right here. And now today, we will be taking a look at the classic Gordon engine. Like Thomas and the rest of the engines we'll be looking at here, they are all new in the box as I'm opening them, except for the Day Out with Thomas one, of course. Here is the 80th anniversary logo, classic Gordon, Thomas pulling the barcode, 3+. 80th anniversary, Gordon promo. Another Gordon promo, Thomas and Friends. Nothing on the back, how disappointing. Who could have seen that coming? Thomas and Friends logo here. And nothing on the bottom apart from Thomas writing the barcode. Alright, let's get him open. Alright, so here is Big Blue himself out of the packaging. Let's separate him from his tender and take a look at the engine first. We'll start off at the front, as usual. We've got this pretty nice face. I didn't think I liked the face this much. When I first saw it in other reviews, I was like, that doesn't really look like a face Gordon would make. Like, it looks like Gordon's face. But, you know, he's never really made this expression in the show, but I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would. He looks very content. He looks maybe kind of smug. You might be able to interpret it that way. I don't know, my brain can. We've got the nice white running board. I think it helps Gordon a lot. Unfortunately, this scratches off very easily on Gordon. A bit more easily than the other engines. We've got his buffers. I don't like the buffers. Those, they're really flat. It's like little stubs. It's annoying. They did this with the All Engines Go Gordon as well. And then, do we even need to talk about this? Everybody's said it at this point. The running board, it's very short. It should be going out a lot further than that. That is definitely not normal. Anyway, let's move on to the side here. Very nice pistons. These were not painted on the TRACKMASTER 2 Gordon or the TRACKMASTER 3 All Engines Go one. So it's very nice that we have painted pistons now. Well, not painted, it's just a blue mold. And then the red stripes are painted on. Look at this. This is new. A whole valve gear thingy. That is very nice. Oh, there's wheels hiding back here. I forgot about that. Huh, those are not easy to see. Very interesting. But yeah, this is amazing. I really like this detail. I think they pulled it off nicely. Same chassis as Thomas. Same mechanisms, all those things. I think that's some of my grass from my table on there. These stripes here, they don't exactly line up. That's kind of annoying. We've got the handrail. The printing on that is a little sloppy. That's just Mattel's quality control, honestly, for you. Yeah, the wheel arches actually line up with his wheels, unlike James, who we'll be looking at in another video. That's very annoying about James. I'm glad they got it right for Gordon. The firebox here, kind of small, but definitely a lot better than the TRACKMASTER 2 one, where it's like this half circle arch looking thing. This actually kind of has that like indent. Yeah. Bolts. He's got all the bolts only on his cab. They're not on his boiler or anything. I'm not sure if he had them in Big World Big Adventures. Handrail, back wheels. These ones are a lot more visible than the front ones. Honestly, if they made that running board a bit longer and then put these wheels in front of the pistons, that would make a lot more sense, make it a lot more visible. The back here looks a lot like the All Engines Go one. I was going to save the comparisons for later, but these really are like the exact same looking thing. This Gordon is taller, and the cab is a lot less curved, but we'll save the comparisons for a minute. This side, it's literally just the same as this side. Just, you know. Yeah, that's Gordon. Here's the tender. We've got removable coal. Here's what it looks like empty. Number 4, new chassis block, blue wheels. Pretty basic, but that's what Gordon's tender is. It's not that spectacular. More bolts. Kind of hard to see. I'm glad the bolts are subtle on these new models because, like I mentioned in the Thomas review, I think it was the Day Out with Thomas review I mentioned. The talking engines from TrackMaster 2, the bolts were very, very big on that. It was like big pimples all over the trains. Yeah, that's the tender. Pretty simple. And then, while my opinions on Gordon himself have changed, I like him a lot more than I did in that initial video I did back in like April where I overviewed anything. One opinion has not changed. This dinky express coach. I do not like this express coach. It is not good. It really isn't. It's so short. Like I said before, it reminds me of the old coach more with its size and its paint job. And why does it have the old chassis block style? Why? Why? And the old geared wheels. I do not like this thing. I don't want to spend too much time on it. We got open windows here. There's no seating on the inside. That's kind of lame when all the other coaches had that before. Yeah, I don't want to look at this for too long. Yeah, not good. Now let's do the comparisons. Here is the Play-Rail Gordon. I do not have a TrackMaster Fisher-Price Gordon. Well, I used to. Not anymore. I replaced it with this Play-Rail Gordon. And the TrackMaster Fisher-Price Gordon is long gone. Yeah. So this one, I think the Play-Rail one is longer. By like, if I can get him to sit properly, he keeps wanting to roll a bit. Yeah, I think he's just a bit longer when I line up the front buffers. You might be able to see it there. Yeah, those are the Gordons side by side. This one tackled the front wheels a lot better, I think. You can actually see them, and they've got all four. This one's only got two, and you can hardly see them. But this piston cylinder thingy is a lot more three-dimensional, while this one's just kind of flat and on a black block. They kind of had a similar idea here with the pistons. Except these ones are actually a part of the side rod. These ones are a part of the body. Very, very interesting. I really wish they used these side rods on the Play-Rail Henry, but we're not talking about Play-Rail today. There are the tenders. This one's much longer. I really think this Gordon could have benefited with a longer tender. You know, but it's whatever. TrackMaster 2 had a lot of effects on how Thomas toys, including these new motorized engines, are made, and I don't think we're ever going to go back to longer tenders. And there's the express coaches. I feel like this express coach won't make me as sick now, since we have a balance of good and bad here. This is a nice express coach. That is very nice. Those are nice express coaches, but we're not talking about Bachmann. This is how it should be. If they could just make this a bit longer, they can keep the wheels and everything in the same place. If they could just make this a bit longer, like to where my finger is on each side, that would be so nice. But we're not getting that, definitely. Oh, there goes my camera again. Like I said in the previous video, this is a new phone. All right, there's that. Here's TrackMaster 2 Gordon. This is the metallic one. This thing is so bad. At least we can all agree this is better. Well, maybe not everybody will agree. I think so. One thing to note, at least the handrails continue onto the smoke box. Here it's just flat. That's very interesting. Much better front end here. But at least this one has painted details. Yeah, this is not a good Gordon. I feel like the maybe metallic paint job is helping it right now. Makes it look cooler, but yeah, this is really. I think it's one of the like the main characters that they made in TrackMaster 2. I think Gordon's actually one of the better ones. But yeah, it's still TrackMaster 2. Here's the tender. You can see my phone in the reflection. Hopefully not my face. Yeah, the tender is just the same thing, just without the removable coal. And here is the talking Gordon and his express coach. I don't like this express coach either, but at least since this one's shorter, it makes it feel longer. and more stretched out, and it's got a lot more windows. And it's the dining car. Isn't that grand? Yeah, neither of these express coaches are great. Here is the interesting thing. The tenders. Let's see if we can, no, that doesn't fit in there. This does fit in here, though. I think, this is a lot nicer of a coal load. It looks more natural, more rounded, like it's a pile of coal. This is a block of coal. And I don't know why they kept, like, a coal rim around there. It's so weird. And these tenders are actually not the same mold, I noticed. This one has, like, an indent trim going all the way around it. This one's just flat, you know? So they are different molds very slightly. Yeah, contrary to popular belief. And now, here's another thing that a lot of people were saying is the same mold. All engines go, Gordon. I don't know why everybody is saying this is the same mold. It's very clearly not. You know, obviously it's a little modified, but, this, all engines go, oh, I thought it looked longer. The front end doesn't go out that much more, but it just still looks so much better here. Like, just a little bit, but it helps so much. The All Engines Go Gordon model isn't great, which is unfortunate because he's one of the best characters in that show. I don't know, just something about his shape just doesn't look right to me. Let's see which one's taller. I think the funnel makes this one taller, but if we don't count that, this one is. I do like how the pistons are actually blue on this one. The piston cylinders, they're just red. That's how it is with the TrackMaster 2 one as well. Yeah, wow, this Gordon review went on way longer than the other ones. I guess there's just a lot more to talk about with this new Gordon here, because he's got a lot of new features, like the pistons, removable coal. That's just more to talk about here. Do not like that express coach, but yeah, overall, I like this a lot more than I thought I would. I used to like James more than Gordon before I had all of these in person. Now I like Gordon more than James. We're not talking about James today, though. I like the face. Even if it's not a face Gordon would really make, it still looks like a Gordon face. Honestly, he feels like a big engine, which is very important for Gordon. And that's just the most important part, honestly, that he feels big. Bigger than Thomas. It's just this. This is really my only major problem. If we, like, just excuse the front end. Like, look, that looks pretty good. When you can't see the front end. Like, I think that's a pretty good engine. Very, very solid toy. I like this a lot. Now let's see him on the track. Here he is on the paint delivery set. Yeah, I do like this Gordon a lot more than I thought I would. Very solid engine. And he runs nicely too. Minimal derailments from what I've seen. Very, very nice engine. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next review on James. Yeah, have a good one. He is kind of fat though.